picture impact of Micron's plans for central New York. If only 2 of the 4 microchip plants were to be built in Onondaga County, the community's demand for water would double. Plans are already in the works to build at least 1 and possibly a second pipeline from Lake Ontario to the Micron site in Clay. What would be the impact on costs? Could your wallet take a hit? CBS 5's Dale Ostrander is with the Live Eye in Clay now.
Michael, OCWA's executive director, he tells me that he hopes funding sources prevent themselves so they won't have to put costs onto the customers. But either way, bringing tens of millions of gallons of water right here to this site in Clay will cost them more than $500 million. Micron coming to central New York is bringing the promise of jobs and an economic boom, but also some concerns. To operate these facilities, a lot of water is needed, double what this community already uses each day. Neighbors like Kristen Shortino are already wondering how that's going to impact her water bill.
I personally find the quality of the water here to be really good, and I think it's inexpensive. I'm not thrilled at the thought of it going up, but as long as it's not a precipitous increase, I'm okay with it.
OCWA Executive Director Jeff Brown is expecting this to be the biggest project OCWA has ever done. He estimates a $550 million price tag to give Micron the water needed for the chip fab plants.
At a minimum, we are going to need 1 additional pipe. Whether we need a second pipe is really not clear at this point.
Brown says OCWA on average pulls 17 to 18 millions of gallons of water a day. That's the same amount of water the first 2 Micron plants alone will use each day. In the summer, OCWA pulls up to 35 million gallons of water a day, and their permit with the DEC does not allow them to use more than 62.5 million a day. Brown says he is working with the DEC on getting a permit for more daily water for the new pipe. But who will pay for this project?
And we're working with the governor's office. We've also reached out to our federal partners. And finally, we are engaged with Micron to talk to them about what they are going to pay for as far as the upgrades needed to support their project.
But could customers see price rises?
There is a chance that we are going to put some of the improvement cost onto our existing customers, but that is certainly not our #1 priority. Our #1 priority is those other sources.
And I'm sure that once Micron is up and running, obviously they'll be paying for their share of the water. So if there's a temporary increase to upgrade the system, that should benefit all of us.
Now, whether or not that they need a third pipe, depending on how much Micron expands, it could depend on how they build the second pipe in this as well. If they make it wide enough where they can bring in more water, as it will be wider than the first pipe, they may be able to have enough water coming in daily where they don't need to build a third pipe and get more funding as well for that. Reporting live in Clay, I'm Dale Ostrander.
All right, Dale, thank you.